So, what if you could bottle up your entire family's history? All the inside jokes, the smells from the kitchen, the things you always say. What if you could put all of that into a single poem? Well, today, we're going to look at how one family did exactly that, turning a simple Thanksgiving game into a legacy that'll last for generations.
Okay, let's just start with a question we've all been asked a million times. Where are you from? But I want you to think beyond just a city or a state. What if the real answer was a collection of moments, of sounds, of smells?
For the Miller family, the answer to that huge question didn't come from a map or some fancy ancestry test. Nope, it started with something much, much simpler, a single, empty glass jar.
All right, so picture this. It's Thanksgiving. The whole family's there, the house smells amazing, everyone's full and happy. But this year, after all the dessert plates were cleared away, the Miller family started something totally new.
Eleanor, the mom, brought out these really simple tools. A big glass jar, a stack of little colored papers, and one single powerful question for everybody. Where are we from? The whole idea was to just capture all the little pieces that make them, well, them.
So what did they actually write? For the next 20 minutes, the room just filled with the quiet scratching of pens. Everybody, from the kids to the grandparents, was jotting down these little sensory details, family sayings, and those tiny, specific memories that make a family feel like a family.
And the memories that started filling up that jar, which is so wonderfully vivid. Things like the specific look of their house, right down to the cloud-painted ceilings and cow-print tea kettles. It's those little details, right? That's what really builds a sense of home.
Other memories were tied to these beautiful little moments, like the midwinter confused daffodils and Dad's front porch roses. I mean, you can just picture that, can't you? It evokes a whole season and this really sweet memory of a parent.
And of course, let's be real, no family history is complete with the rules and the phrases you heard over and over. I think a lot of us can probably relate to hearing, "Don't talk back to me," or the absolute classic, "Go ask your mother."
In this one, this is where we really start to see that idea of legacy take shape. A memory of a specific object, the green glass cradle. It connects the current generation to a time before they were even around. It's like a bridge across time.
So the jar was full of all these beautiful handwritten memories, but the Millers took it one step further, and this is where it gets really cool. They decided to use technology to weave all of these individual little notes into a single collective family voice.
And their process was just brilliantly simple. First, everybody did the writing. Then, and this is a really important step, Eleanor read every single slip of paper out loud while her husband Robert recorded her voice. So you get the warmth and the sound of the family matriarch. Third, they just used a simple service to transcribe all that audio into one big text document. And for the final kind of magical step, they used an AI tool to help structure all that text into a poem.
Now, the AI wasn't just working randomly. This is key. It was prompted to follow the Where I'm From formula. It's a poetic template from a writer named George Ella Lyon, and it gives a framework, using that repetition of the phrase "we are from" to connect all these different details into a really powerful statement about who they are. So what was the result? This incredible piece of collective art, a poem that truly captured the essence of their family. So let's listen to a little bit of their finished work, which they titled Where We're From, a Thanksgiving Gathering.
We are from cloud-painted ceilings and cow-print tea kettles. We are from the green glass cradle purchased before any of us were born, from the dark brown bookshelf and the memory books packed and repacked across many state lines. You see how it starts by grounding us right in their home, with those physical objects that act as anchors for all their memories.
We are from Mom's chicken pot pie and Dad's perfected chocolate chip cookie recipe, from fried corn and strong coffee, and from root beer floats in tall green glasses. And then it moves from the home to taste and smell. The senses that are so powerfully tied to memory. These aren't just meals, they're memories, they're acts of love.
We are from the backyard rope swing, from open fields and big yards to busy streets, from the land of half-wounded hurricanes, where everyone ran outside to watch the branches fly. This part so brilliantly captures their environment, that shift from rural to urban, and even this really specific memory of shared danger and awe.
We are from a tall father and a short mother, from generations upon generations of U.S. military, from Air Force to Navy, from always do your best and early as on time. And then the poem turns to the people and the principles that shape them, those core values that are passed down just as surely as any family heirloom.
And then, right in the middle of all this warm nostalgia, you get this line. Wow. It's a moment of just profound honesty and vulnerability. It acknowledges that, hey, family life isn't always perfect, but it finds the beauty in that very imperfection.
And the poem wraps up on the very foundation of their family. We are from a family who believed in curfews and believed in grace even more. We are from Jesus loves me and I love you forever, I'll like you for always. Just a bedrock of their faith and their unconditional love for each other.
So, you see, what the Millers created wasn't just a poem. Through this really simple activity, they crafted this detailed, emotional portrait of their entire family.
And I love this part. They didn't just leave this amazing creation on a computer. They immediately printed it out and framed it, turning that digital file right back into a physical object. It became a cherished keepsake that they're going to read at every Thanksgiving from now on.
In the end, that's what this became. Not just a collection of memories, but a truly tangible piece of their history. It's a brand new tradition born from an old one, making sure their family story gets passed down for generations to come.
And so that was the Miller family's beautiful collective answer to that question, where are you from? Which really just leaves us with a final question for you. What fragments would fill your family's jar? What story does your family have to tell?